45 seconds.
40.
Stable at step 3. That valve's locked.
ECS reduced for launch.
Roger. Status check.
Go Atlas.
Centaur.
20. 15.
This is Atlas Mission Control at T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Atlas engine ignition, 0, and liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket, carrying the second OTV mission for the United States Air Force.
Vehicle's cleared the MLP. Pump speeds are good. Injector pressures are within parameters.
You're hearing the voice of Marty Malinowski providing launch vehicle ascent data. Let's listen in for mission progress.
Pitch program has begun. Vehicle response looks good. Tank pressures are stable. Bus battery voltages are good. Booster engine continues to operate well. Pump speeds are stable. Injector pressures are good. Begun flying the zero angle attack phase of flight. Pitch program's complete. Booster PU has gone to closed control. The engine response looks as expected for the set mixed ratio. Current altitude is 3.5 miles. Downrange distance 0.3 of a mile, traveling at 1,186 miles per hour. Mach 1. Max Q. And boosters throttled back, right on schedule. Engine response looks good. Pump speeds are as expected for the set power level. Begun flying the zero angle attack, alpha bias stern phase of flight. Steering response looks good. Coming up on closed loop steering. And closed loop steering has been enabled. Some small body rates, but continue to control right down the middle. And we have the RCS pyro valve firing. System's pressurizing to flight levels. We have also begun to throttle back to 2.5 Gs in preparation for payload fairing jettison. Current altitude is 47 miles, downrange distance 46 miles, velocity is 4,048. Coming up on payload fairing jettison shortly. And we have payload fairing jettison right on time.
This is Atlas Mission Control at L plus 5 minutes and 1 second into the flight. And we've just heard Marty Malinowski report the successful execution of events comprising the early part of this evening's mission. All systems continuing to operate nominally. The vehicle performing as expected. Atlas vehicle performed as planned. Payload fairing, jettison, and BECO events and main engine start number 1, the first burn of the Centaur upper stage, each occurring as expected. Our next event will be the Centaur main engine cutoff, which will occur just over 17 minutes elapsed time into the flight, which is about 12 minutes from now. So while we have an extended period during this first Centaur burn, we'll pause and then resume commentary in about 10 minutes. So again, the flight progressing as planned, liftoff occurring as scheduled at the top of the second window at 5:46 p.m. Eastern Time, and the vehicle continuing downrange. Right now, the vehicle is at an altitude of 159.
Adjust security roadblocks
miles,
for PATA.
and distance downrange is 398 miles. Downrange from Cape Canaveral, traveling at a velocity of 9,839 miles per hour. So the mission continuing as planned. We'll pause for a short while and return at the end of this Centaur first burn for the main engine cutoff number 1 event in about 10 minutes. This is Atlas Mission Control.